Welcome to our very first travel series, where we campervan around part of the South Island of our beautiful home, Aotearoa, also known as New Zealand. Last week we picked up our campervan, which we decided to call Bart, and drove from Christchurch to the west coast to see the beautiful Franz Josef glacier.
On our way, Bart had some toileting issues, and we had to get him fixed, which meant that our plans had to change a bit. Little did we know, these issues were going to get worse.
Squat so I can be like a good height as well, otherwise I'm like look like an ant next to you.
Remember to look at the lens.
Alright. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's episode, we go from Franz Josef, where you saw us last night, to Wanaka. But on our way to Wanaka, we've decided to stop by for a short hike to see a place called the Blue Pools.
Yeah, I found it online. It looks kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not, but it's a good opportunity to stretch our legs. It's been a really big driving day, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm expecting to see some very blue water, so hopefully hopefully my expectations are met or exceeded. Alright, let's go. So, still on the way to this Blue Pools, water, whatever, but look over here. Mountain up there. You can't see that. Mountain over there. Alright, it's really bad. Never mind. We are on a wobbly bridge, which I'm actually a bit scared of because I'm scared of heights, although I like roller coasters and stuff like that, but I am scared of wobbly bridges, I suppose. How was that for you?
It was kind of fun. I like the wobbliness.
Okay, well, not me.
No, I didn't think you would.
We have finally arrived at the Blue Pools.
It actually didn't take that long. I love how he says finally, but it literally took us like 20 minutes max.
Well, the sign said 90 minutes return, I think.
Yeah, but it definitely was not that.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, when I hear Blue Pools, I picture a couple of mini pools that are blue in colour, but
super blue.
Yes. This is more of a turquoisey,
definitely
green colour.
Yeah, more green than blue.
It's not a pool. I wouldn't call it a pool.
It is just kind of
a river.
It's a deep spot in a river.
Yes.
And it's beautiful, but I wouldn't say blue pool. That's not how I would describe it.
No, and I wouldn't call this a hike either.
It's a little walk.
Little walk. We've done many little walks. Hopefully we can do an adult hike in the next week or so.
An adult hike?
Yes.
Ooh. I did get some new hiking boots, so I'm really hoping to kind of like wear them on with a good hike instead of like a little 20-minute walk that we keep doing.
Alright, we're going to head to Wanaka now and we'll see you guys there.
Alright.
Going to Wanaka, having carrot sticks for lunch. Travelling on a budget.
We are on our way from the Blue Pools that weren't very blue to Wanaka, and this stretch of road that we're travelling on at the moment is just absolutely stunning. It is so beautiful. There's mountains and rivers and animals and native bush, and it is... I'm just kind of awestruck about how beautiful New Zealand is that you always forget how amazing your country is until you finally get a chance to travel on it again. And that's kind of happening to me right now.
Are you filming this? I'm so embarrassed now.
You knew I was filming you.
No, I didn't. We are finally in Wanaka, which is really great, but we are also very frustrated because I don't know if we talked about this earlier today, but our toilet is leaking, and as we were driving today, it has leaked out further to the floors.
Yes.
I would show you, but I'm not going to show you.
Yeah, it's gross. You don't want to see it. It's kind of a mix of what they call grey water, so basically the water that comes off when you're like showering or doing the dishes in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And also pee as well, so it's really not great, and it smells, and yeah, so
we have rung the campervan rental company, but basically they're going to ring us tomorrow morning because it's too late now. They were supposed to ring earlier today, but we did not get a phone call.
And Joel asked as well to see if they could like put us up for the night somewhere that doesn't smell like sewage, but apparently the guy didn't have authorization to do that, and so we are stuck in the smelly camper van tonight.
Yes. Anyways, we are going to head out and get some nice food, something warm to drink and eat, and hopefully that will cheer us up a little bit.
Yeah, we were gonna make dinner tonight, but I think that we need a little pick-me-up. So we have a seafood platter. It was $15, so it's pretty cheap, and it looks quite big. It also comes with a drink, and I don't really want it to get cold. It's freezing right now, so I think we should eat. Yeah?
Hi, I called in yesterday because our campervan's toilet is leaking. So the toilet is leaking into the shower. Alright, cool. Thank you though. See you later. Bye. It's very frustrating because we had planned to do a number of things in Wanaka before heading to Queenstown, and now it feels like we need to change our plans a little bit because the mechanic in Queenstown shuts at 3:30 and the one here isn't open. Probably just have to get ready now and start planning heading out. Despite that, we were determined to stick with as many of our plans as we could, and we visited the Lavender Farm in Wanaka.
We are just gonna try some lavender honey. Let's try. It's definitely got a lot more of like a floral flavour. It's quite good. I quite like it.
Just about to try some lavender ice cream. I like it. It's good. Floral lavender aftertaste. This is a lovely place, but unfortunately, winter isn't the best time to visit. Apparently it's a better time to come in summer, I'm assuming?
Yeah, probably not winter. Winter's probably like the worst time to come, but it's actually really
because
cool
they
here.
trim the lavenders off.
Then we made our way to the snow farm, but quickly realised that our van was not allowed on the road that would take us there. We were gonna go snow tubing today, and we have just worked out where it is, and we realised we are not allowed to travel on that particular road in our camper van. But I'm really gutted because it was one of my like
highlights.
Yeah, it was gonna be one of my highlights. I was super excited about being in the snow again. I love the snow. And so I'm kind of gutted. This trip is not turning out how we'd planned so far. But I think if we head to Queenstown, maybe we can find another activity to do.
After we get this van fixed.
Because oh my gosh. Anyways, we eventually made our way to Queenstown in time for Bart to get fixed. Turns out his toilet cassette was leaking rather badly. Now that we got him sorted, we decided to do a fun activity in Queenstown, but that was also not going to happen. So we are just making our way back to the car. We tried to do an activity and everything either isn't open because of COVID or it just wasn't doable. I feel like everything that we're trying to do at the moment just doesn't work, and it's kind of a bit depressing, to be honest.
The first 4 days have just been travelling and dealing with the van.
Yeah.
Have been kind of wasted.
Yeah, I feel like that too. So we decided to head out to our Freedom campsite for the night, which was just an hour out of Queenstown. We were so tired by then and just wanted an early night. Welcome to our van. Come in.
Why, thank you.
Let's shut the door because it's pretty cold out there. So this is kind of our storage area, but it actually also functions as a third bed. So what you do is you can pull this out and somehow it becomes a bed. This is the front of the van. This is where we sit when we're driving. We've just kind of put everything where we want, and it's pretty easy to drive. It's pretty cozy. So this is our kitchen, This here is our sink, and so you can open it and close it depending on what use you need at the time. This is our stove, so it's a gas heater. So we've just been boiling some coffee for you, so you can have that very soon. And this also closes, so you can use it as a chopping board. But we'll keep it open because we just made the coffee, so it's a little bit hot still. We've got some drawers as well, and so you have to flick them open. They lock like that, and so you can't open them unless you pull it up. And so that's really important when you're traveling, because you really don't want drawers and everything swinging open when you're driving. It becomes a little bit of a hazard. If you come over here, we also have things here. So they put all our glasses in a nice secure area, just so when we're driving they don't shatter. So in our kitchen we also have a fridge. Now this one here is a little bit hard to open. I feel like it's childproof, so you have to like push this down and then it opens up. This is just so that when you're driving it doesn't completely like open up and your food doesn't go everywhere. Nicely planned. So we have just kind of stuffed everything in here because it is pretty little, but we also have a mini freezer here that you can just open. There we go. We've got some ice for our gin and tonics later. And here we go. I'm going to get some milk for our coffee. So if you come over here, we have our mini pantry. We've had to really stuff it a lot to try and fit everything in, because we are basically camping. It is a little bit tricky, but these also lock in place. We've got a mini little microwave, and we even have a little closet. So we have all of these storage things all around the van, but I'm just going to open this one up for you. So it just slides open, and this one here has got some board games in it. Slide it back down again. So this is our seating area and also our dining room. So this table moves. I won't move it now because we're using this as storage for all our bedding, because this area here turns into our bed at night. So this and an extra table go on here and we make it into a bed. And under the bed we have storage, so these here open up. We've actually got extra bedding underneath. I'm going to try and open it. Oh, wrong area. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Alright, ready? So underneath here we have extra storage, so you can kind of see the bedding in here. And there's a few seats and I think a mini table just in case we wanted to eat outside in the summer. Now here we have all our electronics. This one here makes the toilet work, so we need to turn that on before we go. And this is the water pump, so we need to turn that one on. If we want to heat up any water, then we turn that one on as well. Up here we've got 2 different light switches. This is for the TV, and then we have one to turn on the hood. So when we're wanting to cook something, we need the gas, which is outside, and we also need the range hood. This here tells us how much power we still have on the camper van, so it's very important to keep an eye on this. At the moment it's saying we're on charge, so we're in the green, we're good. We're able to freedom camp maybe every 1 to 2 nights, so basically we're needing to charge every 2 nights, potentially every second night, but it depends on how much power you use. So if you're really conservative, you don't use very much water, you don't use very much power, then you could probably freedom camp as long as you wanted to. Also, when we drive, it actually charges the battery up, so it means that we can go a little bit further. So if you're traveling a lot, it also extends the battery life, which is really cool. So this one here is the waste gauge, so we don't use it because apparently the mechanic said it doesn't work very well at all. So this here is our bathroom. We have a toilet and a shower in here. So if you have a look, this is our toilet. So this here opens up and you open it like that. I'm just pulling that lever and then you can flush it, so by pushing this button, which isn't on right now, so I can't push it. Then we have a little shower head here that drains mostly into our sink, which is really useful, and you can take it off. It's very handy. It doesn't have the best pressure ever, but it's good enough for camping, so I was pretty happy. And the water gets really nice and hot. So here is the sink. We're using it kind of as storage right now, but it just kind of does the job that a sink does. So we have a little mirror here, but underneath the mirror we have our heater. So this one here uses petrol and also the electricity from the van itself, and it blows from here and it just heats up the place. It's super useful, especially since we are campervanning in winter. It gets really cold at night, and since we've gone a little bit further south, we're definitely needing it.
Alright guys, we thought we'll just give you guys a wee tour on the outside of the van as well. So this thing here is where you plug in the electricity when we're at a campsite. And over here is where the interesting bits enter.
And exit.
And exit, if I can get this thing to open. So if you kind of have a look over here, it's not the prettiest of things to see, but basically this is where all the bits and pieces fall into. We can pull this thing out.
Were you touching it now?
Yeah, showing up.
Ew.
And so we can pull it out and then dispose of anything we need to dispose, give it a wee clean and then push it back in. Alright, this thing here is where we keep the LPG gas bottle. So you just turn anti-clockwise to turn it on, clockwise to turn it off.
Cool.
Now it's off. Underneath right over here, this wee little dongle thingy down here is where all the grey water comes out. So shower water, water from the kitchen, all that water comes through here through a little pipe that we connect it to. So when we go to a dump station, we can remove all the water. This is the back of the van, and this is just a bike rack, which we're not using. That's the boot. A couple of tables there for us to use. So this is the grey water pipe that's in here. This is the power plug, and the green one over there is for fresh water. And this is where the seating area of the van is, and the bed. This thing here is actually a barbecue pit. We've not opened it, and we probably won't because we probably won't use it because
It's too cold.
it's too cold. But basically, you can have a wee barbie. Don't know why this thing is open. It shouldn't be. I think because it's broken. But this is where you put fresh water, and over here is where we put diesel. And the only way to open this is if we open this door and then open it here. But yeah, this is the tour of the outside of our van called Bart. So guys, this is the end of our second episode of our campervan series. I hope you enjoyed whatever we did in the last in this video.
Been travel.
A lot of it's been travel, but I hope you guys enjoyed that van tour. We really like this whole van life thing.
Despite all the issues.
Yeah, despite all the issues, and hopefully this doesn't discourage you guys from trying out something different like this.
If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe to us if you want to. And also please comment what's your favourite or strangest camping experience that you've had. We really want to hear about it.
Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you later.
Next week, we head into Queenstown and take you on a food tour.